Hi, I'm Kaitlyn Wolfe, owner and principal designer of Iconic by Kaitlyn Wolfe. I'm so excited to have you here today. We are at one of our spec builds that we designed probably 2 years ago, and I cannot wait to just share all about our luxury interiors process and how we are the best resource for a team looking to build a custom home. Luxury interiors is a little bit different than the rest of the services that we offer at Iconic. Luxury interiors means that we are coming in onto the team as the full service interior design firm, and we're partnering with the builder and architect on the project. So the very beginning of the project, it's super important that we understand what the goals are, not just aesthetically, but also functionally. We love to have a kickoff meeting with everybody involved in the project, typically the architect, an investor or developer, the builder, and we make sure we're all on the same page. And from there, we're able to create the vision for the project. So we'll come up with a material board, overall color palette, the vibe, and that really sets the tone for the entire project. So our involvement in the project early on is super beneficial for the entire process. The timeline, the budget, just the seamlessness from architecture to construction. Whether we're working directly with a homeowner to build their custom home or we're working directly with an investor to build a spec home, we want to make sure that we're hitting all of the goals from the start. So that way when we get to reviewing those architectural plans and really designing the interior elements, we've already reviewed those plans, we are already on the same page with everybody on the team, and we're able to give that feedback earlier on in the process. So if we're working directly with a homeowner, likely they've already hired their architect, they might be looking at different builders, or they might have already selected a builder, and we come in as that third key position in the team. Additionally, there's always going to be a landscape architect, landscape designer, sometimes specific lighting designer. Really depends on the project and again what the goals are, but we'll come in and really own that entire interior design for the property. So during the architectural plan review process, we get to collaborate with the architect. We're looking at door locations, window locations and sizing. We're looking at flow from the kitchen into the living room. We're really looking at schematics for the entire home. So it's really important to define the appliance schedule because that really dictates your kitchen layout, bar layout, wherever else you have appliances throughout the home, and that's gonna dictate your millwork package. So that affects budget, that affects really the person who's gonna be living in this home. What type of appliances are they going to need? Everybody has different needs. So that's one of the very first things that we'll look at. In terms of plumbing and electrical packages, fixture packages, we're really looking at locations of faucets, ice makers, pot fillers. What are those additional needs? Maybe in the shower, they want a steam shower or body sprayers. So we're looking at all of those needs throughout the wet areas. And then in terms of electrical, we're looking at decorative fixtures, so sconces, pendants, chandeliers, and also architectural lighting throughout the property. As an interior design firm, we know how important it is that we're using similar programs to the architects that we're working on the project. So we're fully trained in AutoCAD as well as SketchUp. So typically during that architectural plan review stage, we're able to work in AutoCAD alongside the architect in order to make our collaborative efforts with the architect more efficient. In addition, during this time, we're likely also defining some of those main exterior materials. A lot of times there's gonna be an exterior stone that's gonna run from the outside of the home onto the interior. So we're really looking at where are those key elements going to take place? What does the roofing material look like? That helps define some of those key elements that the architect's going to need to complete their construction drawing set. So now that we've really created the vision and have gone through all of the technicalities with the architect, that's where we start to build the interior design package. So at this point, we're really looking at hard surfaces, so tile, flooring, millwork, hardware, all of those details that go into actually visually building the home. So we start by working in our designs in SketchUp. So we'll take the CAD plans, build it in 3D in SketchUp, and that's really where we're modeling everything that we're designing. So one thing that makes us super unique as a design firm is we're actually rendering everything that we're specifying to scale the exact pieces. So all of our lighting is accurate in the model, our hardware is accurate, and so we really get to see proportionally how it's gonna look in the space, and it helps save error down the road. So something that's really big for us and important as a team are our visuals and our documentation. That is something that we've gotten continuous feedback on from partners that we work with that make us different from other firms. So we're really putting a ton of information into our documents. We do 3D renderings of every single space on the interior of the home. It's not just gonna be those key areas, it's every single bathroom, every single place we have cabinetry, etc. So you really get to see what the space is going to look like, and then we pair it with all of the specifications down to grout colors, tile patterns, hanging heights on light fixtures, all of that detailed information that we know that the builder is going to need during construction. So once we have all of the finishes and fixtures specified, we create a master specification book. So this includes the renderings, the specs, full dimensioned elevations, and so we do dimension elevations that include electrical locations, plumbing locations, millwork details. This is going to be a ton of information that the cabinet fabricator is going to be able to use to create their shop drawings. From there, we'll review their specific fabrication drawings, steel fabricators, so we can make sure that our design elements are being translated properly to the fabricator and that they know exactly what they're supposed to do, and we are all on the same page. Once we've presented the full design and we have full approval on it, we'll create a sample box. So this is a box with all of the samples throughout the home that can be kept on site for construction for the trades, the builder, everybody to reference throughout the project, and we have everything labeled. So that makes it super easy and convenient, so that way the builder is not having to run to our studio to check a color, check something out. We'll have everything on site. One additional service that we provide as needed are photorealistic renderings. So we've trained our team to be able to take our SketchUp screenshots and turn them into photorealistic. So anywhere throughout the home, if our client, whether it's the homeowner or the developer for marketing purposes, if they're looking for photorealistic renders, that's something that we can also provide. We also understand that spec builders are going to be actively trying to sell the home while the home is being built. So we understand that there's going to be meetings needed where we need to present the design to potential buyers, and we're totally happy to do that. So once the full interior design package has been defined, the builder has been able to price everything out. We've worked together to value engineer anything needed. We then move into construction administration. So what that means is the builder has now begun to construct the home, and we're involved as a resource. We do site meetings as needed. We call those milestone meetings. So during framing, during plumbing and electrical rough, during millwork, tile installation, we're able to meet the trades on site and just ensure that those details from our documents are able to be read correctly, and any additional information needed on site, we're there as a resource to answer those questions. So we also use a specification software that we can actually give access to the builder throughout the project, so they can view updated FF&E schedules in case there are any changes, something that needs to get swapped out. It's actually a live update, so that way we have that available to the team as well. So the furniture design phase really varies between spec builds and build-to-suits. If it's a spec build, it's likely that the builder may want us to stage the property to help them sell it. Another scenario is that they sell the property while the home's being built, and then the client, the new homeowner, then hires us to furnish the house directly with them. The other side is the build-to-suit. So if we're working with a homeowner from the very beginning of the project, then we will do the full furniture design process while the home is being built, so we can make sure that we're procuring everything and we get everything ready to go. So as construction wraps up, we get to stage it, style it, and their home is move-in ready. So if you're a builder, an architect, or a developer and you're interested in reaching out to us about your next project, we'd love to talk to you.